Students, today we will learn a new chapter, that is your chapter 9, the living organisms and their characteristics and habitat. Okay, firstly we should know about, very well known about that what are the living things and what are the non-living things. Living things, it means that can reproduce, that can breathe, that can move from one place to another place. These all are the symptoms of the living organism. These all are the properties, you can say, the living organism. As well as non-living organism, which means they cannot able to move from one place to another place, as well as they cannot able to reproduce their own selves, as well as most of the features which is different from the living organisms. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about what are the living organism, their characteristics and the habitats. Okay, let's move towards the what do you mean by habitat. So student, you would know that the place where organisms live. Okay, the place where organisms live is called habitat. Is it clear? Habitat provides food, water, air, shelter and other needs of organisms. Okay. For example, you can see that the camel are habitual to live in the desert places. Okay. Fish are habitual to live in the water. They can live inside the water, but when you are going to take out from the water, they can die. So these all are the habitual action which is done by the organism. That habit is known as habitat. Okay. So you can say the place where the organism is habitual to live is called habitat. And very well known that the habitat provides the water, food, air, shelter and as well as most of the other needs which is done by the organism. Okay students. So as you know that habitats, or you can say that the two types, there is a two kind I am going to take about this. Now the terrestrial habitat and aquatic habitat. You will know that the most of the organisms live in the water. Those animals who lives in the water are known as aquatic animal. Those live on the land are known as terrestrial animal. And those animals who can live in the water as well as on the land, over the land, are known as amphibians. Okay, so most of the examples you can see that aquatic animal, terrestrial animal as well as the amphibian. Okay, most of the animals are habitual to live on the tree. Those type of animal are known as arboreal animal. Those who flying in the sky are lives in the air, you can say that the aerial animals. So such kinds of organisms are, such kinds of animals are divided. Okay, so in the habitat are two types, the terrestrial habitat as well as aquatic habitat. Terrestrial habitat, it means those type of habitat of animal that are habitual to live on land are known as terrestrial habitat. And the aquatic habitat, it means those type of animal who wants to live or who needs to live in the water. Such type of habitat is known as aquatic habitat. Let's move one by one. I am going to clear about this. Okay. So students, earlier we had already discussed about the habitat. Habitat, it means the place where the organisms can live easily is called their habitats. For example, you can see that the camels usually you can get in the desert places. The desert places, lackness of water will be there, and you know the very dry places, very hot places are there. So such kinds of symptoms, you can see that different types of animal can live in different types of zone, you can say. Okay, so in the habitat category we had already discussed that there is a two types of habitat. You can see here the terrestrial habitat as well as the aquatic habitat. Okay, so what we had learned in terrestrial habitat. Terrestrial habitat, it means those type of animal as well as plant. Okay, those animals as well as the plants who are habitual to live on the land, who are habitual to live on the land, such type of habit are known as terrestrial habitat. Terrestrial habitat, what are the examples? What will be? Then the forest, maybe the grassland, mountain region, desert places, or you can say the coastals and mountain regions. Okay, so these are the places where the animal can live on the land. Such type of animals or plant are known as terrestrial habitat. Generally, you have seen that the cactus are grown usually in where? Tell me. In the desert places. Okay, because there is a lackness of water, and due to which earlier we had already discussed that the leaves lose the extra water, expelling out the extra water by the leaves. Such process is known as transpiration. So in the same condition in the cactus plants, there is a no leaf, or you can see the very tiny leaves you can see. Okay, so and there is a lots of spines, because spines cover very less area. That's why there is never been the process of transpiration also. So the camel you can get in the desert places, cactus plant, this type of usually you have to see in the desert places, in the and the oak tree you will see in the mountain region. Oak tree, pine tree, these all are the name of plants that grow in a mountain region. Okay, so such type of plant and animal, those who are habitual to live on the land, are known as terrestrial habitat. Now let's move towards the aquatic habitat. Aquatic habitat, it means the habitat of plants and animals that live in the water, that live in water, like lakes, river and oceans. And you very well known about the examples of aquatic habitat. Tell me, what will be the example of aquatic habitat? Like a fish. And as you know, due to the shape of a streamline shape, fish helps to move in the water. It helps to move in the water. And you know that the gills is present over the gills is present in the fish. By the help of gills they can easily breathe. Okay, they can take the oxygen which is already dissolved in the water. Is it clear to all of you? So aquatic habitat, it means those type of plant as well as the animal who are habitual to live in the water are known as aquatic habitat. Okay, is it clear to all? Okay, thank you.